Virgo, you need to hear this right now, because between May 28th and June 2nd, something life-altering is happening in your soul's timeline. This is not a phase. This is not just astrology. This is a cosmic checkpoint, and it's your final karmic test before the next 7-year destiny cycle begins. Yes, you heard that right. 7 years. If you fail this test, you don't just lose a week. You risk staying trapped in the same patterns, the same pain, and the same spiritual delays until 2033. Think about it. Do you really want to spend the next 8 years doubting your purpose, attracting people who drain you, working hard but feeling like nothing moves forward? Or are you ready to rise? Because this test is not punishment, it's preparation. It's the universe saying, Virgo, prove you're ready, prove you've evolved. Over these 6 days, you're going to be tested in 3 karmic ways. You'll be tempted to go backward. You'll face silence so loud it makes you question your worth. You'll battle internal voices trying to convince you that you're not enough. But if you pass, something miraculous begins on June 3rd. Your timeline shifts, new blessings open, and you step into a future that's been waiting for you since birth. In this video, I'm going to break it all down for you, Virgo, the 3 specific karmic traps that will try to block your breakthrough. The warning signs the universe is going to send. Yes, there will be signs, if you know where to look. A powerful spiritual ritual to activate your protection and clarity, and a divine mantra to help you pass this test and unlock your highest path. But here's the deal. You must stay with me until the very end. Because missing even one of these karmic clues could cost you everything you've been trying to manifest. Your spiritual breakthrough is on the line. Your relationships, your finances, your inner peace, your legacy. This is not a drill, Virgo. And if your soul has been feeling heavy lately, if you've been seeing repeating numbers, feeling anxious for no reason, waking up at strange hours, that's not coincidence. That's your spirit preparing you for what's coming. You were born to evolve. You were born to break patterns. You were born to lead others out of the darkness. But first, you must pass the test. So take a deep breath, Virgo, ground yourself, and listen closely, because what you do between May 28th and June 2nd will either unlock your highest destiny or keep you spiritually stuck until 2033. Let's begin. Virgo, let's slow down and zoom out for a moment. Because from May 28th to June 2nd, something rare is unfolding in the sky, something that will directly impact your path, your patterns, and your purpose. We're talking about a cosmic convergence that only happens once every 10 to 12 years. Here's what's happening. Saturn is forming a karmic square, pressuring you to take full responsibility for your growth. It's the planet of discipline, structure, and life lessons. It's asking, have you really learned from your past, or are you still repeating it? Pluto is in retrograde, and that means your hidden fears, your suppressed emotions, and your shadow behaviors are being pulled to the surface. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary, because you can't elevate while still carrying dead energy. And on top of that, the Virgo moon is shifting, activating your intuition, self-awareness, and emotional clarity. When these energies collide like this, the universe isn't just nudging you, it's testing you. Testing whether you're really ready to leave behind who you used to be and rise into who you were always meant to become. And Virgo, for you, this isn't just astrological, it's deeply personal. Because the energy between May 28th and June 2nd is targeting 3 spiritual themes that have ruled your life for years. 1. The need to fix everything you've always carried the weight of the world. You want to help, you want to heal, but the universe is now asking, will you choose peace over proving yourself? 2. The obsession with control. You crave structure, Virgo. You like things planned and predictable. But what happens when the path becomes unclear? Will you trust the divine timing, or panic and force an outcome? 3. The fear of letting go. There's something or someone you've outgrown, yet you're still holding on out of comfort or guilt. Will you finally release what's blocking your divine timeline? These aren't just emotional patterns, they're karmic loops. And right now, they're being tested like never before. The truth is, Virgo, you're standing at the edge of a soul portal. One step forward, and you elevate into a new destiny. One step back, and you re-enter a cycle that could last until 2033. The universe is not playing games anymore. The karmic board is watching. Your spiritual guides are watching. Your future self, the one you dream of becoming, is watching too. What you do in these 6 days, what you say, what you choose to tolerate or release, will echo through the next 8 years of your life. No pressure, right? But here's the good news. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. You don't need to know all the answers. You just need to listen to your intuition. Because your soul already knows the way forward. And in the next part of this video, we're going to talk about the first karmic trap that's coming for you. One that looks like love, but is actually a lesson. Let's keep going, Virgo. It's time to see the test for what it really is. Virgo. Your first karmic test between May 28th and June 2nd won't look like a warning. It'll look like something familiar, something you once cared deeply about, someone or something you once poured your soul into, even when it left you empty. And just when you start to feel aligned, peaceful, ready to rise, it comes back. Maybe it's an old lover who suddenly texts you saying they've changed. Maybe it's a toxic friend who vanished when you needed them most. Maybe it's a job or a situation that once made you feel small, but now offers you a tempting opportunity to return. But this isn't a second chance. It's a trap. This return isn't about healing. It's a test. The universe wants to know, will you go back to what hurt you, just because it feels familiar? Will you try to fix what was never yours to fix in the first place? Will you choose chaos, or will you protect your peace? You'll feel the urge, Virgo. The old patterns will whisper, maybe they've changed. Maybe this time it'll work. Maybe I just didn't try hard enough. But that's the illusion. The truth is, you've always been the one who tried too hard, the one who gave too much, the one who believed love meant sacrifice, even if it meant sacrificing yourself. But this version of you, the one the universe is calling forward, they're not here to fix broken people anymore. They're here to build something new, something whole, something peaceful, something aligned. This test isn't about the other person. It's not about what they say. It's about what you believe about yourself. Because if you still believe you have to earn love through pain, if you still believe you're only worthy if you fix it, then this test will pull you backwards, and you'll stay stuck in that karmic loop until 2033. But if you've truly grown, if you've learned the value of peace, you'll see it for what it is. A lesson you've already passed, a chapter you no longer need to reopen, a pattern you no longer need to play out. Say this with me, Virgo. Don't chase chaos. I protect my peace. Because peace is not a luxury anymore. It's your birthright. And anything that costs you your peace, it's far too expensive. The version of you who's destined for abundance, alignment, and legacy, they don't live in the past. They don't entertain what drains them. They don't return to what broke them. They rise. This is your moment to show the universe that you finally know your worth. So when the past comes knocking, let your silence be the answer. Let your peace speak louder than your pain, and watch the door to your divine timeline begin to open. Virgo, the second test that's coming for you between May 28th and June 2nd won't make a sound. In fact, that's exactly how it arrives. It will feel like silence, a complete energetic pause, like the universe suddenly went quiet. No signs, no angel numbers, no dreams, no intuitive nudges, just stillness. And around May 30th or 31st, you may wake up feeling confused, disconnected, even a little lost. You might start asking yourself, did I do something wrong? Why isn't anything happening? Has the universe abandoned me? But Virgo, listen closely. This is not punishment. This is preparation. This silence is not a void. It's a sacred womb where your next chapter is being written. Just like seeds grow in the dark, just like the moon renews in shadow, your destiny is taking form where your eyes cannot yet see. But the test is this: what will you do when nothing seems to be happening? Will you panic and start forcing things? Will you chase distractions to avoid discomfort? Will you fill the silence with old patterns, old people, and loud noise? Or will you sit with the stillness? Will you breathe through the void? Will you trust the unfolding even when your ego is screaming for certainty? Because this silence is not empty. It's full of divine rearrangement. You don't see it yet, but the pieces are moving. The people meant to bless your life are aligning. The opportunities you've prayed for are being prepared. But if you interrupt the silence too soon, if you jump into panic or people-pleasing or control, you may block the very blessing you've been asking for. This is what spiritual maturity looks like, Virgo. It's not just about how you move when things are clear. It's about how you stand still when nothing makes sense. The void is sacred. It's the space between old timelines falling apart and new timelines activating. And if you can pass this test, if you can hold your energy through the silence, then something powerful will begin around June 3rd. Your clarity will return, your next step will appear, your soul will feel stronger, wiser, and more aligned than it has in years. Say this with me now: I am safe in the stillness. I trust the divine plan, because trust is not built in the spotlight, it's built in the shadows, it's built in the silence, and those who succeed in life are not the ones who panic when the signs go quiet, they're the ones who pause with purpose. You are not lost, Virgo. You are being recalibrated. Don't rush the process. Don't fear the quiet. The universe is whispering your destiny. You just have to be still enough to hear it. Virgo, your final karmic test between May 28th and June 2nd is perhaps the most dangerous of all, because it won't come from the outside. It won't arrive in the form of a toxic person or a painful situation. It will come from within you, and it will sound just like your own voice. It will whisper quietly at first, "Am I on the right path? Maybe I made a mistake. What if nothing ever changes? Maybe I'm just not meant for more." This, Virgo, is the seduction of doubt, and it's more dangerous than any betrayal, heartbreak, or failure, because it disguises itself as logic, as protection, as realism. But it's not your intuition, it's your old programming. It's the voice of every time you were made to feel small, every time someone ignored your worth, every time life knocked you down and convinced you to stay there. But Virgo, you're not that version of yourself anymore. This test is here to see if you'll remember who you truly are, or fall back into the lie that you're not enough. You see, the real enemy isn't the silence. It's not the toxic ex. It's not the lack of results. It's the internal belief that tells you, you have to suffer to succeed. You have to be perfect to be worthy. You're never going to be chosen. That belief is the final gatekeeper between you and your next level. But here's the truth that your soul already knows. You're not being punished right now. You're being initiated. This test is here because you're so close to your breakthrough, because you're about to step into a new energetic timeline, one that holds higher income that flows with ease, healthier, soul-aligned love that sees and honors you, a legacy built on purpose, peace, and divine alignment. But that reality can only begin to unlock when you stop aligning with the voice of doubt. Say this with me now: I release the voice of doubt. I remember who I am. Because when you remember who you are, a healer, a visionary, a divine vessel of wisdom, discipline, and light, the universe starts realigning everything to meet you at that frequency. No more self-sabotage, no more shrinking to make others comfortable, No more abandoning your soul for temporary approval. You are not here to fit in, Virgo. You are here to lead, to rise, to activate timelines that others don't even know exist yet. But first, you must shut down the voice of doubt. You must say, no more. No more questioning your power. No more waiting for permission. No more delay. Because the future you want, the life you deserve, the alignment you crave, it's already waiting for you. But it cannot enter until you do one thing: fully choose yourself. Virgo, let's take a moment to imagine what happens if you pass this final karmic test between May 28th and June 2nd. Let's imagine the version of you that didn't give up, the version that didn't go back, the version that trusted the silence, rejected the doubt, and chose peace over chaos. What happens next? Everything begins to shift. Because when you pass a soul-level test, the universe doesn't just say thank you, it rewards you deeply, miraculously, visibly. Starting June 3rd, a door opens. And behind that door are the blessings you've been praying for, working for, growing toward, even when no one saw your effort. Let's break it down. New opportunities. The energy you've been sending into the universe finally starts coming back full circle. That email you've been waiting on, it arrives. That offer that felt out of reach, it becomes yours. You might get a surprise call, an out-of-the-blue meeting, or a sudden yes from the universe that changes everything. Because once you show that you're ready, really ready, the universe moves fast. Soul-aligned relationships. You'll feel it in your connections. Suddenly, those who are draining you begin to fade out of your life. Not because you hate them, but because your vibration no longer matches theirs. And in their place, new, powerful relationships will begin to bloom. People who see you, hear you, value you, divine friendships, spiritual allies, even romantic connections that heal instead of harm. Because love that aligns with your higher self, it's on the other side of this test. Financial flow. Yes, Virgo, even your money will shift. Because abundance isn't just about effort, it's about energy. And when you pass this karmic test, your energetic field becomes lighter. The blockages to your flow begin to dissolve. You might receive unexpected money, new clients, job offers, raises, or a new path that finally feels aligned and abundant. This is the universe saying, you're no longer in survival mode, you're in receiving mode. Spiritual awakening. The signs will return: 111, 222, 555, feathers on your path, dreams that speak to your soul, intuition that feels louder than logic. You'll feel reconnected to your purpose, reconnected to the divine, reconnected to yourself. Because when you pass a karmic test, you step back into alignment with the version of you that was designed before you were even born. And Virgo, the greatest reward of all, you're finally free. Not just from people, not just from pain, but from the old patterns, the old timelines, the old identity that kept you small. This is the beginning of your true path, not the one that was built on fear, but the one built on faith, alignment, and divine timing. So don't sabotage it, don't sleep through it, because this is your moment. You earned it, you were made for it, and now it's your time. Virgo, if you've made it this far, it means you're serious. Serious about healing, serious about transformation, serious about claiming the destiny that was always meant for you. But awareness alone isn't enough. You need to show the universe that you're ready, not just in words, but in energy, in ritual, in spiritual discipline. So I'm going to give you something powerful. A daily ritual you must perform every single day from May 28th to June 2nd. Do not skip a day. Do not take this lightly. This is your sacred signal, your energetic yes to the universe. Your declaration that says, I'm done with the old story. I'm choosing my higher path now. Let's begin. Step 1. Light a white candle. Do this at sunrise or sunset. These are the portals of spiritual transition. Sunrise represents rebirth. Sunset represents release. As you light the flame, say aloud, I activate divine light. I invite clarity and courage into my space. Step 2. Write this on a small piece of paper. I pass my karmic test. I align with my divine timeline. Write it with clear intention. Don't rush this. Let the words imprint into your spirit. This paper represents your spiritual contract. It carries the frequency of your choice, your agreement to rise. Step 3. Speak the following mantra 11 times. I am ready. I release the past. I choose my higher path now. Say it slowly. Say it with power. Say it until your whole body believes it. Why 11 times? Because 11 is a master number. It amplifies spiritual energy, opens portals, and aligns you with higher frequencies. Don't just speak the words, embody them. Feel yourself stepping out of old pain and into divine purpose. Step 4. Burn the paper safely. Use a bowl, a fireproof dish. Watch the flames transform that paper into ash. As it burns, whisper, I release what no longer serves me. I am free. Let it go. You don't need to carry it anymore. The past no longer has a seat at your future's table. Repeat this ritual every single day. May 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, June 1st, and June 2. Each time you do, you'll send a clear message to the universe. I am awake. I am aligned. I am ready. And Virgo, don't forget, this test isn't just energetic. It's about consistency, discipline, dedication, the daily decision to choose your higher path again and again, because big breakthroughs aren't created by one big moment. They're created by small spiritual choices made consistently over time. So light the candle, write the words, speak the mantra, burn the past, and prepare to walk into your divine timeline, reborn, aligned, unstoppable. Virgo, take a deep breath. Let this moment settle into your soul, because what you've just heard is not just a message, it's a divine warning, a sacred reminder, a soul call to wake up and rise. You weren't born to suffer. You weren't born to live in survival mode. You weren't born to repeat the same cycles with the same pain under different disguises. You were born to awaken, to step into clarity, to break karmic chains not only for yourself, but for your entire bloodline. You were born to lead through light, through truth, through healing. But Virgo, before you can step into that legacy, you must pass this final karmic test. This is it, the last checkpoint before a 7-year cycle begins. And what you choose now will echo into 2033. So here's what you need to do right now to claim your destiny. Step 1. Comment below. 11 times. Yes, 11. Because every comment is an energetic imprint. Every time you type it, you anchor it deeper into your frequency. Type this exact affirmation 11 times. I pass my final karmic test. I choose my divine future. Let the universe feel your conviction. Let your higher self see you commit. This is your energetic agreement. Sign it with your words. Step 2. Subscribe plus turn on the bell. Because Virgo, your transformation doesn't end here, it's only just beginning. The next video reveals something critical. The 5 lucky numbers the universe is assigning you for June's breakthrough. These numbers aren't random, they're part of the cosmic sequence designed to unlock your wealth, timing, and alignment in June. So don't miss it. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications now. Step 3. Share this video with another Virgo, because someone else out there is standing at this same spiritual crossroads, and they might not even know it. You could be the reason they don't walk into this test unprepared. You could be the reason someone finally breaks free. So send this video to another Virgo. Text it, DM it, post it. This message could save their soul path. Be the light. And one more thing, don't leave without watching the next video. Virgo's Millionaire Timeline. It reveals the exact cosmic alignments in June that will open your path to financial freedom, purpose, and true abundance. Because if you pass this test, you'll need to know how to walk your new timeline, fully aligned, fully aware, and fully powerful. Virgo, the test is real, but so is the reward. And the time? The time is now. Are you ready? Because from May 28th to June 2nd, the universe will be watching, and the final karmic test has already begun.